This is the 2-week challenge. Welcome in, everybody. It's lovely to see you. Enjoy.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Winderland USA, the new up and coming premier theme park experience. We have been working around the clock to repurpose the land taken up by the Carter Bar and Grill, car park and motel, and our wunderbar developer has delivered something that is truly beautiful. The new Carter's Canyon Hotel. It features state-of-the-art rooms and suites, boasting beautiful panoramic views. Hotel guests can also enjoy exclusive use of the outdoor cliff-top swimming pool after a busy day in the park. Ah yes, talking of the theme park, as well as Fort Dure and Rockyville, we have now added a third area to the park, consisting of the two incredible flat rides, the American Dream and Powder Keg Cave, as well as the tallest log flume in the world, Gold Rush. So we hope you enjoy your stay here at Winderland USA and spend lots of what Carter calls the green. Say good.
Well, there you have it. Quick look there at what's been going on. But before we actually properly look at the park, I want to introduce you to our wonderful builder. Say good is right. It is none other than the wonderfully talented, incredible builder coming off the back of the amazing New Park Who Dis contest, third place, and by God, it was a third place. Those top 3 or 4 were just worlds beyond anything else. So I'm very, very excited to share with you the build for Winderland USA by Mr. LuckyCreativity. Mr. Lucky, are you there?
I am.
Ah, there he is. Welcome in, sir. And first off, before we go into it, how did the challenge go for you? Because obviously 2 weeks is a short amount of time. We all know you're a fast builder. Was there pressure? Was there a worry? Was there nerves?
Oh, absolutely there was, yeah. Mainly, there was the one problem was the weather, really. Because it was one of the hottest 2 weeks in Germany. pretty much exactly during that time period. And my computer, just as yours, gets extremely hot.
Yeah.
And yeah, there were times where I couldn't do it. Like I had to just sit out a day and do more on the next day, but it worked out.
Yeah. I know that I know heat. I'm actually sweltering right now. I'd open the back door, but then the dogs will infiltrate the stream and it will all go to hell. So I know heat. It's not nice sitting behind a computer when it's baking hot. So I did have a lot of sympathy for you building during those 2 weeks. So you enjoyed it, apart from
absolutely
the heat.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun, for sure.
We're actually officially opening the park. So we're going to have about 5,000 guests tracking in right now. So as you can see, these were the car parks that I built before we went into before I gave it off to Lucky, and I put in a few little things from this beautiful thing that was made for me by Foxy. I thought that's got to go in, hasn't it? And everything after this point is Lucky's. So. Talk to me about the entrance. How did you come up with this? I know you were having a struggle with a bit of the lettering that I gave you. It was a bit big, wasn't it?
Right. Yes, it was pretty freaking massive. And I think it's still laying around somewhere, I'm sure. But yeah, I struggled probably the most with this exact building. I tore it down like 5 or 6 times at least because I wasn't happy with it. And every time I had to redo it. And now I got this whole theme that's also fitting the cable car building to the right.
Yeah.
That's all like a cohesive looking area now that I can finally be happy with. It's a bit small. That's the one thing I struggle with. Like for a park this big, yeah, it's tight. But I kind of squeezed some entrance like ticket booths at the end there.
Mm-hmm.
And I also got a little bus stop down below where people can sit inside and enjoy some.
I love the bus stops. If you look underneath here, the way that the bus stops all integrated. So we've got both sides. And then if you've got like these little lobbies for the bus stops, which is just absolutely gorgeous. Where did you get these blinds from?
They are the same set as the windows. And I always say it in my streams, the windows are one of my favorite pieces that you can get. And the same builder has these blinds that go with the windows. And they just add so much value. It looks so much better when you have those.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? They're absolutely gorgeous. And thank you very much for putting them in the park, because now I have them.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so we've got this for the bus stops, which takes you up into the ticket area, and these lovely ticket booths with the information either side where we can buy the fast passes, and as per usual there's no staff in them. That makes it's Planko for you, but it's just really, really nice, and it actually works really well. It doesn't feel too compact,
right?
Especially when you get down to here, because you've got the 3 big paths that leading off. I love that. I haven't seen that before. Look at this. You on the flip.
Oh yeah, I had to put that in there. I thought it was a cool thing instead of saying, goodbye, see you next time.
Oh, it's perfect. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And actually, as an entrance plaza, this works. This works. I know it's small, but it works. It will do the job, won't it?
Exactly, yeah.
And we can always imagine that these are shuttle buses that are taking people from a much larger car park over beyond this hill somewhere and bringing them to the park. And this is VIP parking in the car parks. That's what we can do.
Right.
But look at these beautiful fountains. I just love the entrance here, how it looks really broad and big, and when you look at the footprint of it, it's very, very small. We haven't got a lot of space to work with, but that works so nicely. Obviously a ramp leading to Dolga's area, which is busy because it's got the big coaster in the park at the moment, as we know, and then you've got Shammy's area for the kiddies, which is looking beautiful there. And then obviously
I even extended it a bit, the flower beds there.
Yes,
Shammy. She had a little smaller ones, but I had to make them bigger to tie it together.
Well, it works, doesn't it? It works really nicely. Did you put more butterflies in?
I think I did, yeah. I copied some over as well, and there's also like sprinklers.
Oh, look at that! See the sprinklers
of
going
stuff.
off. This guy thinks of everything. Very, very clever build, integrating it all together. It would have been really difficult, I think, to get Dolga's really Western theme and Shami's like cartoony feel to try and integrate them, but that works really nicely. They still look like their own separate areas, and you've got this very neutral palette in the middle, using obviously the colors I gave you. I gave you a lot of green and gold, didn't I, with the fences and stuff.
Yes.
Oh, I like this as well. You've extended Dolga's theme in this area. You haven't used it for your own work, really. It's just extending Dolga's theme, which is really nice.
Right. Well, since mine is also Western, it kind of makes sense to connect the two as well. But yeah, I had to come up with something that would fit the fort. It's Fort Dur, so I had to come up with this little camp outside where they would hang out probably before going in or whatever.
Well, it works, doesn't it? Look, and you could go in there. The kids could go in there and touch stuff and.
Exactly. Maybe the horses are. You could pet the horses if you want. I don't know.
Pet the plastic horse or something. Yeah, take a picture with it. Photo ops with the cowboy. It's lovely. It's really lovely area. So, the next thing we need to look at is this beautiful lodge-like hotel that you've built. It's phenomenal. Again, using those ruin pieces to really build in the character of the building.
Right.
It works so nicely. And you've got a beautiful little... And we called it Carter's Canyon Resort. I'm sure Carter was very happy with that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think-
there's a whole motel here. So I'm sure he was happy that they put a resort in instead.
Well, he knew there was a hotel coming, but I think he was a little bit worried that they were going to call it like the Winderland Resort or something like that.
Right.
So having his own name on it, it's just a nice callback for him. It keeps him sweet, so that the Winderland Corporation can then get on and wreck the rest of the canyon. So we've got this lovely foyer area, all decked out beautifully. And I assume the entrance to the hotel is through the lift.
Correct. Yeah, both lifts lead to different rooms.
Ah. And then we got...
There's also a restroom on the right. And yeah.
It's all so neat. I tell you what, and I noticed this with your Moomin Park as well. You're a really neat builder, aren't you? It's neat. It's clean.
Well, behind the scenes, it's not.
No, I bet
when you
it
click
isn't.
on them, they're all over the place, the blueprints and whatnot, the building sets. But yeah, for you guys, I try to make it as neat as possible.
Well, it's very neat and it's beautiful. So there was a couple of things that Jazza wanted with this hotel. He said he wanted AC throughout, he wanted a bar, and he wanted a pool. So I'm looking around at the moment for some AC vents. Have we got any?
On the outside, I think
On
we
the
have
outside.
a couple, not in here.
Oh, sweet. Look at that. Love it. I love the fact I love the 2-week challenge because all of these wonderful builders build and they all have their own personal palettes that they use from the TMTK, and then I end up with all of it. It's great. I don't think I had that register. That's cool.
It's a bit smaller. There's 2 versions, and this one is by Hydro, I believe.
Hydro, is it? Ah.
Yeah, I used a lot of Hydro stuff, of course, as everybody does.
Can I have a look out of this pool yet? Because this was the first thing I saw you building, and I thought this was absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, I had a lot of fun with this one, yeah.
Look at this pool, guys. Water so much fun, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Did you have to play?
course.
Did you have to play around with the terrain to get it to fit?
Honestly, yes, I did a little bit, but I also learned a lot from Moomin and the way how he set up his water section in Radar Valley.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't aware of like how people would do that, and I kind of took the ideas from him, and copied it over, and it works pretty well, honestly.
It's beautiful. It's really, really good. So obviously creating the little lake or whatever, and then completely framing it in and building
Right.
up and over it. It's beautiful. Look at this waterfall with the grill. That's amazing. It's just little things like that.
Yeah.
Love the
I love
viewing
doing that type of
windows,
stuff.
Miles. I do too. Look at this. Look at this. What a view of the canyon. And when you're in the pool, almost like an infinity view.
Right. I tried to copy it or do it that way, but obviously the terrain wouldn't let me.
Very, very hard.
But still, yeah, I cannot wait till like all the coasters are in and the different flat rides in the background.
Oh, it's going to be mad views when the
People have
when the
them.
park's completely full, isn't
Right.
it? But yeah, these windows are absolutely genius, mate. From the other side, it just works. It really is quite beautiful.
Right.
And I love the fact that you built up the rocks here, which shields the people sunbathing
Yes,
from
exactly.
from being looked at from the cable car or
Right.
whatever. You feel like quite secluded here in the pool, and and that's going to be very hard to do when you've got such a busy, bustling park around you.
Exactly.
But it works. It just really, really works. And I like these steps that you've done. It's just all really neat and cute and clever. And then we've got this upstairs bit. What's going on here?
Oh. I wonder where that is.
Not a door to go through. Oh,
That will just lead to the rooms, yeah. But
Jazza, I hope you're happy, mate. We've got AC units. We've got a bar. Oh, look at that. Sitting here. Enjoying life. Look at the views from these tables. Sitting here with a mojito. Brilliant. Guitars on the wall. Yeah. It's cool.
there's only so many pieces you can put on walls, so yeah, that's what I put there.
Martinis. I like it. I like it a lot.
Also, funny enough, there's like a collection that somebody made of every single alcoholic beverage that you can think of, but I only took like 3 or 4 bottles.
What we
But
got?
yeah, there's like 20 or 30 of them you could put in here if you really wanted to.
What's that one? Ramazzotti. Never heard of it. Limoncello.
Really, it's quite common here.
Got a limoncello, that's good. Got a nice whiskey. I like it. I like it. Obviously mixing with all the gulpy stuff. Need mixers after all, don't you?
Right.
I love it, mate. It's so smart, this build. And the amount you fitted in that small space. I mean, how many rooms did I give you in the end? Was it 20 something?
20 or 25, I'm not sure anymore. There's somewhere in there, yeah. You can probably click on them, but
So considering you've got the entire, well, ground floor foyer all done out, fitting that many rooms into a build this small, I bet they're all packed in here, aren't they? Yeah, look at
I
this.
squeezed them in both the wings, yeah, on the left and right.
It's just rooms galore. So hopefully the guests will love that. Right, last thing on this mezzanine, because you've got 2 different bases that you were building on, haven't you? We've got the Valley Vista cable cars. I like the name. It's quite
I love my alliterations.
Valley Vista cable cars. Oh, we've got 2 signs there. We've got another one there. Now, the Valley Vista cable cars aren't going to be open until the park gets expanded over to the back. But it was something that we had to put in with a view to the future. And this is, again, really nicely decked out. I love the queue and the exit. Where's the entrance? Here?
You went past it. It's to the left of the... Yeah, there you go.
Just nice, simple. Does the job. And again, you've used those beautiful windows, which makes you be able to see through the entire build, which is really,
Exactly.
really cool. Ooh, got some backstage there. Can I go through that?
Yep.
We've got a little backstage area. Oh, look, Shammy. He hasn't destroyed your backstage area. He's actually made it even better by linking them. How cool is that? I love it, mate. It's such a good build. And then as you come out over here, wowzers. Look at those views you're going to get. We're going to look down there in a minute. But yeah, very happy with this hotel. I think I'll come back to it at the end and see it at night. Because I'm sure you've gone to town on night lights
Always.
and stuff like that. I'm amazed with this. It's just so good. So we got this path, which will lead you down. And we got one from Shammy's area. Down here. Now I built the path in for you. The first two, but you've added the third one yourself, didn't you? So
I kind of edited it a bit,
yeah.
yes.
Well, these big, broad 8-meter paths. And the reason they're 8-meter is because we want to be able to get full access when the park is closed for vehicles. So that works quite well. But let's have a look at this downstairs mezzanine area. Wow. You've extended Dolga's Western theme. And, well, you've actually made your own, haven't you? It's a completely separate entity because the buildings are all very different. Look at all these.
It really is, yeah.
You've got all the windows the whole way through. I saw you start in this gift shop before.
Right.
Look at this. Isn't that just beautiful? We got a whole good nice section with a little bit of Moomin infiltration. Very nice.
I have to say, these are also Shammy's builds. I just copied them for, again, cohesion. Like, all the souvenir thingies are pretty much the same.
Ah, so you just pulled them
Just,
across. Cohesion.
Right, I just pulled them down here, yeah. So if somebody wants to do it again, they can just copy it again and again. So it all looks at least similar.
Hey, it's beautiful.
And I stole that little idea where like a worker was putting some boxes out and
that was very
stuff
good.
in the shells. I loved that from Shammy. That was such a cool
really,
detail.
really clever, weren't it? I like it a lot. It's beautiful. And people can walk through here. I assume there's paths because you put your...
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Right, where should we start? Where's the best place to start, Lucky? I shouldn't have gone in there yet. Which path would you go down? Should we go down your path?
Probably it's the best choice, yeah.
So, I love how you go along the side of Dolga's carts here. I loved this.
Right.
This was a great piece that he added, but you couldn't really see it unless you came off the side of the mountain. So now people walking past will be able to see that wreck. It's really, really good. And look at the views out over your area. We've got this beautiful log flume.
That was the first thing I built in the park, was that log flume, just to get it in, and then I tried to build everything around it.
It's amazing. Look at the iron claw in there. That's smart building, that is. Hiding the entire ride, effectively.
Right. And it's something you may have noticed, but I tried to hide as much of the machinery as possible, just to give you that immersion that you're not, you know, in a 2000s park or whatever, but
yeah,
actually in the 1800s or 1900s.
Well, you've certainly done that, haven't you? Look at this. There's some near misses there, aren't they? Whoa! There's just everywhere you look, you have crammed in
Yep.
so many different aspects and angles. So this is the first ride we're going to come across, the Iron Claw, and this is all you can see of it really from the outside.
Right.
Which is just mad to me, because this ride, the only version I know of this ride is at Thorpe Park. It's called Vortex, and the idea is it's on a big open space and you can see it, and you can see it flying up over the skyline. Whereas with this, it's completely hidden, and I would never think of doing that, but it really works so well.
There's Yeah, there's only so much you can do with Western, and canyons are quite popular around here in this area.
Yeah.
So I may as well just make use of them. And I put some sequencer in. There's like explosions happening, hence the name as well with Powder Kick Cave.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this gives you a whole different experience compared to like Fort Park, where it's all out in the open. But here you get all these near misses. I feel like that would be a cool ride to go on as well.
Are on it as well, isn't it? Or is this just set to go off at
I think that's
certain
just
times?
random, yeah. And because this is a futuristic font, the A didn't have that little bridge in between, so I had to put like a little dynamite stick in there.
Well, I think that makes
It's
makes
pretty
the
fun, yeah.
sign. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
That's brilliant. Very, very busy park, as you can see. A lot of guests. Let's have a look through the queue of this one. Every part of the queue has got views, and I'm one of those people who stand in a queue and I will like play with the fence and look and touch things.
Right.
There's something to look at everywhere. Like if I was standing here, if I was this lady here, I'd be rubbing that barrel and be going, "Oh, look at the rivets and stuff like that." It's just this. There's something to do in every part of the park. Something to look at. Really rub the barrel. I gotta touch the things. I love this. And it actually here, it doesn't look as like claustrophobic as I thought it would be. It's really quite open here. You've got quite a lot of sky, which is nice. Because from the outside, it looks like you're going to be really stuck in the ride, but
Right.
here, actually, it's quite. It actually is quite open.
I'm sure you could see it from far away too. Once you're in like across the valley.
Yeah, you
may
can.
spot
You
it
can
as
see
well.
the bits coming up at the top. It's really, really cool. I love this road.
There's like a little maintenance thingy in the wall there to the left. It's not, I didn't put anything in there, but just to give you that sense that there is a ride operator here doing stuff.
I love it. Very, very smart. Smart build, mate.
Thank you.
Super smart build. And I love all the bits of dust coming down off the roof and things.
Right, yeah.
I mean, health and safety, they'd probably go mad, wouldn't they? Oh, I got dust in my eye, I'm suing you. But, I mean, this is a genius build. Really clever, really intricate. Oh, we've even got a little exit sign to tell people how to get out. Nice.
Always.
Oh, a nice big open exit. Back round and we're back where we were. Smart. That's what I have to say about that. Smart. Right, let's carry on going round. I like it you've left it open for our next builders or builder or whatever happens next. You've given me some outs, which is good.
Right.
We got the next. Is there anything more through here that I missed? Oh my goodness me.
Yeah, there's a whole area leading to the lock flume.
I might look at the other flat ride first. What's this say? Rooms. Hot meals.
Yeah, I took
Toilets.
inspiration from a Red Dead Redemption hotel that I found online, and I tried to copy the design.
It's good. And you've housed nice. Two lots of toilets there. Smart
Right.
build. Again. You got anything in this building? I want to look in every building.
Most of them are empty, yeah.
I get really excited. I'm like, oh, there's a door. What's behind it? So, we got our next one here, the American Dream.
This one was tough, I have to admit.
Yeah?
Like, I tried to come up with a theme because obviously planes weren't invented during that time period. So I came up with like eagles flying about with the American
Yeah.
colors. And that's also the American dream, you're soaring into the sky, chasing dreams, that kind of idea that went into the name, really.
I love it.
And the logo is also inspired by, I forgot what it was, like veterans or something. There's like this logo.
It's very,
has
very
these
cool
eagle wings.
with the eagle wings on it. I think it, again, super smart build using the iron girders there. Brilliant ride sign, and it's quite simple. It's quite a simple sort of ride sign, but it's really, really effective. We've got the flag in the tree, nice, and then we'll go through.
Right.
Is this the queue?
Yes.
Look, wow, we're going through whole buildings for a flat ride queue. This is mad. Dude, these buildings are just gorgeous. Got like a sawmill going on here.
Right. I really wanted that in there.
I want to go down.
So I put like a small building here.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. You can't see the stuff. Like, obviously, it's only a view from the queue, but that's what I tried to practice, actually, with this whole thing, is only building what people can see, because I tend to over-theme stuff that, you know, you'll never see, where I'll actually finish a wall inside somewhere that, you know, nobody's ever going to find.
I like
so
it.
I tried to only stay minimalistic.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. It's really smart. You only need to build the angles that people are going to see.
Right.
And I love that you've got the log flume encircling it, and then like obviously the sawmill for the loggers. Oh, this is just beautiful, mate. Overgrown rail.
Yeah, just to fill the space. I don't know what to put there, but it works.
Look at that. I'd love to go on one of these rides.
I have been last year, and it wasn't fun for me personally. Like, I got sick on it, but yeah, I'm sure people, or some people, enjoy this kind of stuff, especially because you can rotate, like you can control those wings.
You can control the wings?
Yes, so there's this park in Germany where like you have two little handles, and then the way you grip them, you can actually flip the entire thing and rotate.
Yeah.
And there was like a screen on the wall with like a records with how many times people could flip those over. Yeah, I never did it once. That was enough, but like, there were like 25, 26, you know.
Yeah.
Up there, like people were actually going mental with those.
I think it's beautiful. Again, just another really, really pretty build, mate. Love the baggage hold.
Right, just a crate.
No, it's great though. Yeah, it's just those little things that you don't like. This little ride ops. Most people wouldn't put that in. I wouldn't put something like that in. It's just all the tiny little things that just make this, elevate this to the like next level build. You know what I mean? Incredible. I could sit. You could walk around this park for hours. Really, really could. And then obviously we've seen the gift shop. But again, using these windows and blind sets, which
they're beautiful, yeah.
I'm so glad I now have. I didn't know existed, but they are just phenomenal little bits of TN2K, aren't they?
Oh yeah, plenty of it.
Right, before we go on the log flume then, the next thing that you had to do, you had to start our... Obviously, your park was not just rides and a hotel and a swimming pool and an entrance plaza, but you also had to start all of our transport systems off, all of our transport rides. So you built in the cable car, which we've seen, and you also built in this railroad. Now, the Winderland Corporation, already built the railroad in for you, so it was just you to theme the station. Where's the entrance? Is this the entrance here?
I think it's next to the train there, yeah, with the two girls. And I just realized I forgot to put the name on it, so
we can put that in.
We'll have to come up with that. Right. I put that little, like next to the train, there's this bar I put up there to put some lettering on it.
Where? I'll remember the next time. Oh, there.
Yeah,
Sweet. So we'll add a name in later.
sure. And again, a lot of Red Dead Redemption inspiration. I finished the second game not too long ago, so I still had a lot of ideas in my head. But that train station, for example, is an exact copy of one of the buildings, pretty much.
I haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, I have. I played the first snowy bit, and then I started streaming and forgot about the game. So I need
probably the best game out there that I ever played.
Well, it's rated as the second best game ever made, isn't it? Or the first best game ever made.
For me personally, it's the best, yeah, but it's up there.
This station's gorgeous, mate.
I had a lot of fun with it.
Another genius build. So much stuff on the buildings to just add it and add to it and make it look real. These benches. It's just.
Yep.
That's the things that I wouldn't do. I'd build a station and build it like this, but I wouldn't have a sign there. I wouldn't have a lamp. I wouldn't have like a random bit of wood. But it just elevates it and makes it look so much more realistic. Look at that station.
And it's the same principle, in level design, really. When you play a game like Red Dead Redemption, they are full of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a game, and it's the same here. Like, the more you add, the better it will look. It takes a lot of time and a lot of patience, but it always pays off.
It also takes a lot of skill, and I think you've got that skill naturally in abundance, haven't you? I would struggle to think of it.
No, it's just practice. I wasn't this great either when I first started. Like, I have 1,500 hours into this game when I started the 2-week challenge.
Yeah.
It wouldn't look half as good, like a year ago.
Well, yeah, indeed. I think we all
anybody
grow.
can do this.
We all grow, don't we? With this game. I look at some of my builds now from 2, 3, 4 years ago, and they're awful compared to some of the stuff I'm doing now. And so, I mean, I wouldn't say that the stuff I'm doing now is the most amazing stuff in the world, but the improvements that you make, you just learn how stuff gets put together. Look at this.
Right.
My mouth's been open most of this stream. Look at these. I need to turn the light on in here. I'm going to become even hotter. There we go. I just love it. I bet you've got some backstage going on here, haven't you? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's just tiny little things. What's this? Staff room. Smart.
Yep.
It's just.
I noticed a lot of them were like slouching and like being very tired, so I had to put one in down here. Otherwise, they have to walk up to the hotel every time and relax.
Look at this little camp you built up here.
Yeah, you get to see it from Shammy's walkway. That's why I put that there. Otherwise, it would have been just an empty spot.
But again, look at the view, looking out across your area. It's phenomenal. I say that a lot on the 2-week challenge.
I appreciate it.
Phenomenal. But it really is. Just blows me away. The levels that some people do with their builds.
A lot of, like, what helps as well is the dirt decals. They add a whole new touch to Western as well, of course.
Yeah, I noticed you put a lot of those on the different buildings and stuff. This here, that's incredible. That's just...
Yeah, I built this in like half a day or like 5 hours, I think.
It's smart.
And then it got so hot.
Yeah.
And then I had to stop. And then I kind of submitted it afterwards.
Is that the big drop? Is that the world record drop?
Yes.
Nice. We'll have to have a look at the stats on that in a second. In fact, if we go around and have a POV of that now. Look at this area.
Yeah, we can go in the queue right there, which is to the right of it.
Oh, they're all getting
Where
turned away because the queue is full. Uh-oh. We're going to have to put the prices up. Put all these caves under here.
That was a lot of work, yeah.
I bet it
Getting
was.
all those beams in, but it was fun for sure. There's like miners working. Obviously, the gold rush was very prominent at that time. So
Well,
that's
yeah,
also the
indeed.
name of it. Like, that's why it's called gold rush.
Again, really nice queue, mate. Really nice. I love the way you've built in got rid of all of the assets apart from those little swinging gates.
Always.
Genius.
I can't wait to see a game where, you know, like the next theme park game, whatever it may come, that they remove those bars there. It's so ugly every single time when you see them.
It's the same with the shops, isn't it? I'd love to get rid of all the housing, like they've done in Plan Zoo, haven't
Yes.
they? You can just have
Right.
counters, which is really,
Exactly.
really clever. Right, there we go. We're here. Righty. Are we ready, Mr. Cowboy? Everybody? Here we go. Yeehaw! Here we go.
Yeah, apart from the 2 drops, it's pretty boring, but I guess the scenery speaks for itself.
It's not boring, mate. It's a world record log flume. The Winderland
Fair enough.
Corporation are very proud of it, and if they hear one of their builders talking
Oh,
about
there
it
is.
being
Perfect.
boring, there'll be words. I love it.
You can also look around, like there's the flat right in the middle with the forgot the name of it again.
The powder keg
Yes.
is in the middle here.
well,
isn't it?
the actual attraction name. But every time I get on this log flume, it's at the bottom. Like people are getting on it.
Look at that. Look at the American Dream going round. Amazing.
Yeah, I love that view.
Here we go. Way! Nice drop. Get your arms out of the
Just
way,
to
love.
get you started.
Put your arms out of the way. Right, it might need to change. There we go. So she can enjoy herself and not get in our way and spoil our view. Look at these views here of the It's just so smart. And you've housed the entire thing in with these wooden barriers all
Yeah.
the way along it.
Just to get rid of the metal. And also something you probably noticed already is that all the metal stuff is painted in orange.
Yes.
Same with the cable car beams as well, just to hide it in the canyon itself.
Yeah.
Like that's what Disney does as well with their big show buildings. They paint them blue to match the sky.
Mm-hmm. It's just,
was
again,
kinda
it's
the
just
idea.
smart. Here we go. I assume this is the big drop coming up. We've got to put our hands up. Look at that!
Better hold on.
Hold on tight. Ah! It told me to hold on. Arms up. Way! Oh, what a plunge. Brilliant.
I forgot what it was, like 65 meters, I think.
I'll have a look in a second. But 65 metres is well over the world record, so
Right.
Winderland's onto a winner there.
Yeah, just a ton of mines and caves down here.
But it's all very well filmed. Even though you said like it's only 2 drops and a lot of it's boring like this. This is great. This is the kind of stuff where you'd be sitting in the log flume and you'd have your
Right,
hands out
yeah.
the side, flicking the guy behind you with water and going, oh, look at that way! And be rocking the boat. All the fun old stuff that you used to do on a log flume. Great. Absolutely brilliant. brilliant. And back into the station. Genius. Absolutely genius ride, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's have a look at the results of it. And I'm going to go up and out so we can... Oh, we're right underneath the hotel. Didn't realise how far it went under the hotel there. In fact, we'll go back round to the big drop again, and then we can talk about the stats. 19 metres. So what's that in foot? How many foot is it in a metre? 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Roughly. So we're around 60 foot, aren't we? 3 and a bit. So yeah, we're well over 60 foot, and I think the world record was 54, 55.
It was close, yeah.
So we're well over it. Some great. Obviously, the scenery is 100%. It's amazing. This is just beautiful. Look at it all. The intricacy of this. Madness. Madness. You're too good. You're too good, Lucky. Right. I think we need to have a look at this at night. What do you think? Yeah. Is there anything more?
Night is always a struggle, but I think it turned out all right.
I'll zoom out a little bit.
Especially when you look below the pass, you'll notice like 100 or 200 lights spread across to create that ambient lighting.
Look at
That's something that Plank always struggles with.
How good is that, guys? What a build. Absolutely phenomenal. And obviously it's much lighter up on the hotel, which is good. Down here you've got that really natural yellow light and orange light, which is exactly what you want from a Western build. The train's lit up. Oh, it's just beautiful, Lucky. This is stunning. This is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, this one was a lot of fun to, especially in the caves, getting the color
Let's
in.
go and have a look at down
or the lights.
I haven't been in this cave yet, have I? Have a look.
Yeah, that's just a connection between the one flat ride and the exit.
Is that the exit? Ah.
Yeah. But just for you to get it quicker, otherwise you have to go around the entire log flume and
Well,
you could just go through here.
I think it's brilliant. I like all that dripping that's going on in the background as well. I don't know what that's from.
I put I don't know how many of those effects I put in, but it wasn't a lot.
I'm just going to fly through all of this. Look at this build, guys. Lucky has officially blown our minds again. What a build.
It's also well within the piece count, I've noticed. I think it's just 10k or something. It's not.
So I didn't need to give you the 15. I could have limited you to 10 and you'd have still done this.
Would have gotten tricky, yeah, but for sure.
It's I love how you've used the trees to get rid of the columns for the the cable car is very, very important for this park because obviously with the big canyon, but bloody ugly if it's not done right. And that's really nice, just getting rid of those supports. Wowzers.
You never really notice it, which is really cool. When you're on ground level, you never notice that there's like beams in there. Unless you really look at it, but that's the entire point of it. Same with the colors, like I said, the arm of that one flat ride.
Can you imagine staying up here in this hotel room?
Yeah. That's just about to say. Like, I put these up here, like, there will be some amazing views into this park.
It's just phenomenal. It's so good. That's got to be one of the best views in the park.
Yeah, same on the other side as well. There's tons of rooms.
Whoa, where are we? There we go. See Dolga's area all lit up. And obviously, look at that view of the claw there. Wonderful. Absolutely incredible. Lucky, you are a genius, and I want to say a massive thank you to you. Is there anything in particular? I think we've probably got maybe another couple of minutes before I have to move on. Is there anything else that you wanted me to show off that I've missed? I think we've seen the majority of the views and angles, but it's I could look at this forever.
I think we've seen pretty much all of it, yeah. But thank you again for all the kind words, both in chat and from you, of course.
Mate,
I had a lot of fun building this.
thank you so much for building it. I really couldn't have asked for anything more. It's just brilliant. You've blown my bloody mind with this build. Well done. Well done. We all know how amazing you are, and all I can say is you've got to keep doing it. Keep doing it, because this is...
I will.
I'm super excited, by the way, because I heard there might be a Lucky collab on the
it's in the works. Yeah, we've been working on it. It's
on the horizon.
going slow, but we're both busy, but we'll get there.
Mate, I am flabbergasted. Thank you so much. Did you enjoy building? You've already said you did. Would you do something
Absolutely
like this again?
I did, yes. I'm not sure. It depends on the requests that people put in. This was, I guess, also because of the weather again. Like, if this was during winter, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But like, I usually turn my computer off, or don't play anything that takes a lot of power.
I agree.
But yeah, like this file already was pretty. Like, I had to turn my resolution down, anything to keep the heat down.
Well, indeed, yeah.
But it worked. It was fun, for sure.
Well, thank you again for building, mate. I am going to have to let you go because we've got to get on. I've got something big to announce now with the next video. So once again, I just want to say to you, Lucky Creativity, thank you very much for being part of the 2-week challenge. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here. What you've created is phenomenal. It goes so well with our other amazingly good builds from Dolga and Shami. And I'm starting to think maybe I was before I started the 2-week challenge season 2, I was thinking there's no way we could do something as good as season 1, because that turned out to be something 10 times more than I ever expected. But I'm starting to think, bloody hell, this could be better. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much, Lucky. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I will speak to you soon. Phil, I'm going to say goodbye to you now. Catch you on the flip, mate. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thank you. See you guys.
Right, guys. Wow. What a build. What a build. We've now got to... Stop that. We've got to move on. Don't go anywhere. Here's a new video for you. Enjoy.
Howdy y'all, and welcome back. Since the grand opening of the park, we have been negotiating with local authorities over the newly acquired land of the canyon, and we have finally been granted permission to build. We are looking at fully theming along the entirety of the canyon floor, with 2 new world-beating coasters, a selection of rides, a new restaurant and food complex. This will be the largest project we have attempted for some years, and therefore we are looking to spread the work across 2 different developers. I won't bore you with the details, but basically, due to the fact that this is national parkland, we have several building-related regulations that we must adhere to. Firstly, there is no terraining that can take place in the canyon. We have high restriction in place, and the natural beauty of the canyon must be preserved where possible. We have split the canyon in 2 new areas. Section A, Coastal Valley, and Section B, Lakeside. I will now hand you to Carter, who will explain more about the Lakeside development.
Hey guys, how's it going? As a part of the new deal with the Winderland Corporation, they have promised a brand new restaurant for Carter's Bar and Grill, and it's down to me to plan it out. The restaurant will become the landmark for Carter's brand, so it needs to be special. We have therefore earmarked the location of one of the most beautiful spots of the canyon, Lakeside. Together with a few flat rides and a brand new dog ride, this new area of the park built around the lake, and the new restaurant will become the central hub for eateries and bars in the park. The other section, Costa Valley, will have two main bases, each consisting of a world-beating coaster and a flat ride. I'm gonna hand you over to Linda now to introduce the new developers and sort out the final details of the build. Catch y'all on the flip.
Okay, so just to reiterate there what actually that was all about, our wonderful Italian let us know that Winderland are working on a timescale now, and they need rides quick. They need the park quickly built. So it's not going to be one builder, it will be two builders. Two builders will be building at the same time. Okay, there's two different areas, section A and section B. Section A is called Lakeside. Section B is Costa Canyon. I'm just going to show you a little bit now of what we've got to look at. So here it is. Costa Canyon. Costa Canyon runs from the edge of the park here all the way up to this obelisk here. So across here. Not an obelisk, is it? But whatever it's called. So that will be Costa Canyon. In Costa Canyon, we're going to have two new world record setting roller coasters. We're also going to have two flat rides. And we're going to have another train station that must be themed and built. I'll remind everyone now that we've got to move now away from the Western build. So I'm looking at individual themes here. So this could be potentially two themes for one builder. They could have a theme here for their coaster and the train station, and then they could have a theme here for their coaster and these flat rides. It's up to them how they want to do it, but effectively they're going to use blueprints. They're going to be making two 4K blueprints to fill up this bit of the valley. Now, second area is Lakeside. Now, this is going to be like our food hub of the park. All right, in here we have the restaurant. The restaurant can go anywhere around the lake. We've also got a couple of flat rides that we will choose from. We've got a dark ride and a track ride, but no coasters because the coasters are in the other area. There is a coaster already built because actually, upon researching it, Winderland Corporation found that the old Rattler that was in the old park built by Carter's Pappy, not built by, but bought by, was actually the tallest side friction coaster in the world. Not the oldest, but the tallest of the original side friction coasters. Obviously, there's a lot of newer side friction coasters now, like bobsleighs and things like that. But this is actually the tallest side friction coaster in the world. So we've put it back in. It was in storage. We've built it, and it's back there. So that will need theming. Can't be moved. Everything else can be put wherever you want within this area. And again, the builder will need to stay within the train line. The dark ride can utilize some of the caverns that are underneath, if you wish. All right, so that's what it is. Those are the two builders we're going to have. One person blueprinting, one person with the actual park farm.
Good evening, Winderland Corporation.
Tep, is that you?
Yeah, Mr. Winder, sir.
Is that how we answer the phone now?
Sorry, Mr. Winder, sir.
Do it properly.
Good evening, Winderland Corporation, where all your dreams are but a modest amount of green away.
Much better. The tone needs a little work, but we haven't time for that. I want you to get hold of Sarah for me. She's living in one of the suites at the Winderland Resort.
Yes, sir.
We're in process of building a new restaurant at the site, and I could use some of her expertise. An idea, you know, to make the restaurant that little bit more magical.
Right, sir. Yes, sir, I'll do it now.
Get it done quickly, please. Oh, and when you have that done, can you sort the drainage again in Beer Site? I think Jazz has been added too much yeast to the brew again, and the guests have absolutely massacred the toilets. You may want to clean them down a bit. Cheers.
Okay, no bother. Motherfucker thinks all I have to do all bloody day long is go around cleaning up after him. Stay on at this bloody park rally. It'll be great rally. You and me together running this place. Rel dog. Bloody rel dog. What does he think he is?
Hey up, Doc. What can I do for you?
Hey Sarah, hope you're well. The dictator has asked me to give you a ring to see if you have any ideas to make the new Carter's restaurant a success over in the States.
Is there anything that could make a delicious meal in a 5-star restaurant at an amazing theme park better? Well, actually, yes, there is. A rooftop bar. Because who doesn't love a fantastic view with their meal?
Thanks. Yeah. I'll make sure to pass it on to him. It's a great idea, that. You take care of.
All right, Chuck. Catch you later.
Well, this is going to be a lot of work. Luckily, we have managed to hire 2 amazing new developers. Introducing the Costa King Thespius Nun, who will be tackling Costa Canyon, and the hilarious Fuero 1982, who will be in charge of developing Lakeside. Good luck, you have 2 weeks.
So there you have it. 2 absolutely phenomenal builders. Death Fears None, as we know him as Ethan, and Fuero 1982, we know him as Fuero. Anyway, that about brings me to the end of the stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. Lucky, you've been absolutely phenomenal with this build. Thank you to Relly. Thank you to Sarah. Thank you to Lucky. Thank you to everyone who's built so far. Thank you, of course, to the German, the Italian, and the American Carter. But I think it's time now that we celebrate this week's builder. Lucky. Lucky Creativity.